Hey YouTubers, yeah, Edward here, Golden Palace Tower. I'm up on the top in the observation deck area, looking out over the valley. Very, very beautiful. Some of my first videos are up here. I'm up here today just doing a little bit of maintenance work. As you can see, one thing in the Philippines is just relentless. I got these rust spots, mostly surface rust, of course. But the tower's only been done for 2 years. But see the surface rust bubbling up, and it's had 2 coats of paint already. But this is the northeast. That's where all your storms come. The entire rainy season, just wave after wave after wave, and then it might dry out a little bit, and it's just constant moisture, dry sun, and it's just the elements here in the Philippines just degrade stuff so quickly. That's one thing I really loved about the Las Vegas area. It's a desert, right? Nothing ever degrades. I mean, the only thing that you get damage from is UV rays. So if you have any kind of roof, metal roof or tile, clay tile roof in the Las Vegas, all your stuff is going to be preserved mostly. But the UV rays, yeah, that's what destroys everything there. And then here we got all the UV rays and the elements, sun and rain and high humidity, so stuff breaks down quick. I could have spent another couple $100,000 to 500,000 pesos. It's probably closer to what it would have been, is 500,000 pesos. But what I ended up doing is just using all this round rail. That was all my scaffold metal. So only the square metal is what I bought in addition for all the railings around the entire tower. And when I was first doing the design, should I put the stairway inside the tower or outside the tower? Obviously, if you put it inside the tower, more than half your space becomes useless inside, right? But then you could preserve, as far as your elements destroying your stairs in the metal. And I could have went with stainless, of course, like I was saying, but we're talking, 10, probably even closer to 20,000 US dollars, which would be $1 million, because there's a lot of railing, right? And you got to keep a lot of metal on it, because you can't have your spacing too wide, because then people are going to fall through it, right? Slip, whatever, right? Because all this tile, also to keep the tile clean, you have to have this smooth slippery tile. Because otherwise, if it's rough tile, it's so hard to keep it clean. It's almost impossible. So that's my decision I made to save money. But then now, I'm fighting the elements, trying to keep the rust away. So I'm going around and chipping away all the rust on some of this metal. You can see right here, it's just surface rust that got through somehow. But another mistake I made was every single piece of metal should have been epoxy primer. Don't ever go with your regular primer paint on metal. It's metal primer paint, but if it's not epoxy metal primer paint, and you should do 2 coats of that epoxy primer paint. Otherwise, if you're using regular metal, you're gonna lose that battle. I got metal railings on outer terrace on my house down here. I don't know, maybe you can see some of it right here in the very back. See that? And that railing, like I say, is 5 years old, right? And the bottoms of it, because there's air holes where moisture can get in the inside, and then that moisture goes to the bottom of the pipe or the bottom of the square stock, and then it rusts out, completely rusts out. So most of my railings on the very bottom, where it goes into the concrete, are rusted out. Like I say, I could have went with stainless on that too, but I just didn't want to spend the extra $1 million pesos. And I didn't actually the exact numbers, did the math from the supplier for the stainless. I've had some stainless. I got a stainless right here by the gate going across for conduit for the solar, and I have stainless flag poles. I mean, just even 6 years old on flag poles are, just as good as the day they were put in. So yes, stainless lasts forever, but you got to really dish out the cash for that. And my bet is with labor and stainless welding rod and everything put together for making all these stainless rails, we're talking probably $1 million pesos, and that might even be low. That's just a out of my ass guess. So we'll see. You got to fight it. Maybe every 2 years I do a touch-up paint on this, and we're going to see how long it lasts before it starts getting into the internal weakening of the metal, because I got all my stairs all the way down, all the way around is all metal framing, right? Some of it got epoxy primered, but most of it didn't. But I have lots of coats of paint on it. And so far, it's just a surface rust. I haven't found any serious rusting damage. But it's just something then you gotta, every year or every other year, you gotta hit it with a scraper, or some people like to grind it down. I don't. I just like to hit it with a scraper, wire brush, and then continue. So anyways, just giving you a heads up on your choice between using metal for outside metal structures, any kind, or you're going to use stainless or you're going to use metal. Stainless, you're going to pay 4 times. Just letting you know that, and you guys probably already know a lot of that. But so it's a if you got lots of money to burn, I'd go with the stainless. If you don't, you're just going to have to work every couple of years to keep it nice. And then even that, maybe I can only go 10 years, 15 years, and then by that time maybe it's weakening the structure of the metal and I'll have to switch to stainless someday. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, let's letting you guys know what's going on and the beautiful view, 360 view from the observation deck of the tower. This is northwestern end now, and I have this netting. I'm going to be pulling this netting up now because in the bird nesting season's April, May, and then actually it went into the first week of June, and then after that the birds were just disappeared. So they have during their mating season and they want to nest and gather up and stuff. They were up here, and then this whole floor was just peppered with bird shit and nest material and all kinds of stuff. So I have to put these nettings up during those months. So now I'll be rolling these up. I got carriers up here. You just roll it. It's just fishnet, nylon fishnet, right? It works pretty darn good to deter them for the nesting season. But this whole tower, it's like a giant tree. It's no doubt. I have swallows that I leave year round here that nest. And I don't mind the swallows because the bird poop of a swallow is very tiny anyways. It's no bother to me. And I like the swallows. Everybody loves the swallows. They eat the mosquitoes, and they're just cool birds, right? So anyways, the 360 view. This little notch right here is the pass where the road goes over the mountainside. And then on the other side of that is the ocean. That's where we go to the beach when we want to swim in the ocean. And then this is just your 360 view all the way around this valley, this entire valley. It's just beautiful here. It's way away from the city. It's over an hour and 15 minutes or so away from the city, depending on the traffic. But just beautiful here. So take care, YouTubers. Please share, like, and subscribe. Hope to see you back in some other videos. Take care. God bless.